So yeah, I was like rolling up too. So honestly, it would be great to get down to 10 cigars per day, but not even rolling up. Like I wouldn't say at all, but not really rolling up really either. Like to compensate for the extra. But yeah. How long have I had this though? It's funny because I've actually had this probably like I've had this right here for like probably 8 months. You know what I mean? So it's funny, but yeah, it says the value is in the volume. So that's what I really like volume. So that's even like when it comes to me, even with the drinking. I'm a big volume person. So even like the drinking is I'm huge on volume, and that's the same thing with the trees. I mean, like that's why I get like but I like the quality because I've actually had like I don't know, but like very like low grade, like kind of mids or whatever. You know what I mean? Like stuff that I really don't like at all. You know what I mean? Like not whatsoever. You know what I mean? Like so I've had like horrible mids, but then like even just the mids or regular Reggie Bush, whatever you want to call it. I've had. I think I like the regular, the Reggie Bush, the Reggie Miller. You know what I'm saying? The mids, whatever. But at the same time, they call it something else out here. But I like that. Called the corn, but I mean I like that. But I like the quality. Mids. I mean, so there's such thing as quality mids. Even I remember in Springfield, Massachusetts, Springfield, they had like different levels of mids. So they had like the low grade mids, the mid grade mids, and like the high grade mids. I mean, so even different levels of mids. So you have to realize that too. So I like like the quality. I'm saying mids. So that's even a huge thing with the volume, and even I mix it with tea, so that's even more volume right there. So even like what I said, like with the drink with the volume, it's like that's why I started. I mixed the tea with the trees. I mixed the liquor with the water. I mean, for the most part, that's what I usually mix it with. I may have a mixed drink, but usually I mixed even the hard liquor with the water. I mean, and then I even drink the gallon, so that's a lot of volume too. I drink a gallon of water, and then like with the even like I said, like with the drinks, like even like the juices or whatever I got today, whatever you want to call it, but even with the drinks I got today, like out of 8 of them, I'm gonna mix like pretty much at least water, but even like I mix like 7 of them, pretty much with water, and roughly half and half water, half the juice. I mean, like pretty much make it like that. Like sometimes like with certain stuff, I like even like with wine, I like if I mix it with water, or even like club sodas or whatever, seltzer, whatever. I'll put less for the most part. I put less wine and put more water or whatever. But that's also like that's like a stronger drink. So I think with the juices, I'll probably do, roughly half and half. But if anything, a little bit more water than the juice. But yeah, just something like that. So like I even like that's another thing with the volume, because if I just had straight juice, it would go a lot quicker. One, and also it would just be it would just be more strong, just in the sugar type sense of strong. You know what I mean? So certain stuff like that. But then I can see myself still, um, getting that hard liquor in, like to help me to drink, a good amount of water. They still help me to get the water in. But sometimes I can, like I said, I even started off like, that's how I like even started off drinking like, a gallon of water a day or whatever. I started off when it was like, my fitness years, so like probably 2010. So I've been drinking a gallon of water. I took some time off, like roughly like a year, like total, probably like sporadically, but for the most part, since like 2010, I've been drinking like a gallon a day. With like like a year off, kind of like total, but I got back into it. You know what I'm saying? Like even when I started, drinking, smoking stuff like that. But for the most part, the gallon started off like just straight up fitness type stuff. What I learned about the gallon is when you start off, it's like you have to build up even like your tolerance for that. But once you like start drinking a gallon, it's like really like it's nothing. I mean, so it's like you're not really you don't feel like you're drinking too much water. Like some people say, oh, a gallon too much, but when you get used to it, your body like adjusts, and it's like actually it kind of like I wouldn't say craves, but it actually like actually it wants that like amount of water. I mean, so it's like it's really nothing. I mean, it's like you don't have to really even like it's not you don't have to really even give it that much effort. It's kind of comes naturally. I mean, but one thing I think it just for kind of like helps it kind of naturally for me just to like with the liquor or whatever like to mix it and not mix it we'll mix it too, but also like chase it with water. You know what I'm saying? Like at first, well, for a minute I was drinking vodka. I've been drinking vodka since like 2016. I might have drank it even before that too, but I mean, I came back to at least. But for real, for the most part, like it's on like regular. I drank vodka. Pretty much like early 2016, up until early 2018, so roughly 2 years. But now I've been drinking gin. For a few months now. So the gin and the vodka, definitely go excellent with water. Like chasing it with water, even mixing it with water. So yeah, my boy was like, and he might be right because I remember it did make me. He was like, I think it sounds like it'll make you sick, but I don't know how I even think that like water. Like I would think chasing it with like soda or like juicing like that'll make you sick, but he said he feels like it'll make you sick, but I don't know why. But it did. It's funny, but it did make me sick. Actually, I didn't think about it. But it did make me sick when I was like in the Southern Comfort chasing it with the water. Shit, that was crazy. 'Cause I was throwing up like a lot. Like even it's like I felt it in my throat. I told you this before, but like, I felt it. It was weird, but so I'm grateful now. Actually, the only really reason I changed from the Southern Comfort to like the vodka was because I just it was the vodka was way cheaper. Like for instance, you could get the same bottle, Southern Comfort, the same bottle that cost $20, Southern Comfort. It cost, I think it was like a liter, but same bottle you can get Southern Comfort, $20. That same bottle at the same place, at the same store, whatever, you can get the vodka for it's called $8. Something like that, like $8. So literally, half the price. Like plus. Half plus the price. So it's funny, but yeah, might be like So yeah, it's pretty cool. It might be like 110% less. I don't know if that's what it is. It might be 60% less, but it might be 110% less. So it's funny. Yeah, like 100% less would be, I guess 20 would be 100 would be what's called would be 10. So it's like 8. 20, so it's funny, but yeah. But that's the only reason. The only reason I went to the cheap stuff, the cheap vodka, because I ran out of money. I couldn't afford the fucking what's called the more expensive Southern Comfort. But the Southern Comfort was making me way more sicker. Like way more often. Like the vodka and now even the gin, it makes me sometimes I have I feel nauseous. I feel stuff like that. But I rarely throw up. Like the last time I threw up, it was like a real little bit of throw up, and it was like literally like probably like I might have threw up like even like a real big throw up like one time this whole year for the most part. So it's funny. It could be like one time in the past like 2 years. I don't know, but it might be more than that. But for real, it's like maybe like one time a year. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And for some reason, like even like the coconut water, like when I like have like chasers other than water, it makes me feel a little bit more sick if I do like a lot of. I could do it like like one glass of like say like something else, like a different chaser. But if I do like a lot, if I do like multiple glasses like a different chaser, it makes me kind of sick. So that's why I have like like just pomegranate would be a great chaser. Like I could see that being a great chaser. I might do that, like I said, like one glass, but beyond that, I got the stuff, not even really to mix, which some of it could be even good mix, but I really didn't get it to mix it. I got it with the purposes, like I got it to like really drink alone. With the water, but really just drink alone, like mix with water. I even not chase the water. Obviously, you don't need to chase it for like no use, but like so it's just pretty much drink it straight. So we're just gonna see how it pans out. It's really just gonna be really natural. So I'm not really gonna like record every time I have a drink, like So, but I do want to kind of like like I said, like document like how that goes and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. And this is kind of like I'm gonna make another video actually after this, but I'll be right back. Actually, I got to charge my laptop too, so I might go inside for a little bit, post some videos inside. Who knows? But yeah.